Welcome to my video. I am 5 days post-op from a laparoscopic biopsy on my uterus or ovaries or something. I'm not quite sure. It was something womanly. And my kids informed me last night as I was falling asleep that the garbage disposal was leaking. And there's plenty of videos to show you how to tell if it's leaking from like the flange at the top or if it's leaking actually from your garbage disposal at the bottom. So I evaluated that this morning and I figured out that yes, it is the garbage disposal that is not working anymore. So I called the manufacturer just to make sure that for some reason it's not under warranty. It was in the house when we bought it a year ago, so I have no idea exactly how old it was. And it was manufactured in 2016, so it's not very old, but it was past warranty, so I just went and got a new one. And I will show a picture of the old one up here, and then a side-by-side of the newer version of our old one and the new one we bought. And yeah, so I'm gonna replace the garbage disposal and you're gonna come along. So I ended up buying, this is our old one. It's a Badger 500. I think it's like, oops. There we go. Badger 500. It's a half horsepower, I believe is what it was. And see, you know, our plumbing is still pretty new because we haven't even lived here for a whole year yet. So this part is new, but apparently this was not. So this is what I ended up buying. It's a little bit different shape. It says it's supposed to be a space saver. And it looks like it comes with a few new pieces that we may or may not need. I'm not sure if I'm going to need that or not. But it has the new sink flange, which is often a leaking issue. You won't, water can get down under the flange and come down the side of the disposal and make it look like it's leaking from the bottom. So you want to double check that. So it says all that's required is like a screwdriver, wrench, wire strippers if needed, but I'm not going to need that because I have an outlet right down here. Some Plumbers putty. So I bought this for like less than $2. This typically goes for about $150, but it was on sale for $130, so I got it. And it's a 3/4 horsepower, so it should be a little bit nicer than the one we currently have. Okay, I already got started over here. I loosened up this clamp, removed this screw, and there's another screw on this side that I just have to find. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah. Alright, and now that flange is free and I can pull this off into the side a little bit. There we go. And see if I can pull this piece off. It's a little bit, there we go, trickier, but there we go. Good thing I had my little bucket there. And visually, I just see like, I don't know, smuts in here. Gross. But you know, it's pretty new piping, so I'll just make sure I run some like baking soda and vinegar down through here when I'm done. Okay, I don't know if this is recommended, but I think it sounds like a good idea, but I'm gonna give it a trash bag. So when I take this off, in case there's any more liquid inside of here, it will all go in the trash bag and not all over the bottom of my cabinet. Okay, holy crap, it scared me to death. I just twisted, you know, and it just fell. So, yep, and this is like movable. So, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm going to be replacing this also because my disposal came with this whole thing too. So, I'm going to put a new one. Okay, to remove the like drain collar, I guess is what it's called. Mine is a flathead screwdriver bit, and so I'm just gonna loosen these up. Oh, come on. I don't know. Alright, I figured out what I'm supposed to do. Apparently there is a snap ring. Yeah, there it is. Woo! So this piece sits in this groove and holds all that stuff on here. And now that that piece is off, those can fall out, and I can take this off from the top. Yay! So now I'm going to clean up all this putty with like a screwdriver or something and get it all nice and clean so I can put the new one on. Okay, so now that I've got my new flange out, sorry it's bumpy, it's on one of those squiggly phone holder things. I'm gonna loosen up these screws and take off the clamp, and this should slide off, and I should be able to use this putty. I'll show you. It just works just like Play-Doh, basically. And on mine it says front, so you want to make sure you install it the correct way. I wasn't aware it had directions, but mine says front, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've loosened these up. I didn't need to remove them all the way. Just loosened them up, and right there I should be able to pop this up. And that just slides off. And now these two pieces can come off. And oh look, mine comes with a gasket. I'm gonna have to make sure how to install with the gasket, and I'll let you know. Mine comes with this little snap ring tool, which is for quick release assembly if needed. And you just stretch this out and get it into the little grooves on here, it looks like. And when you put it back on, I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out. Lots of new mystery things. Okay, before I put the putty on, so the putty's gonna go along this lip right here, and then the next piece you put on is gonna be this like paper gasket that is going to be underneath your sink, kind of sandwiching the actual sink basin right there. And then this big old collar, it slides on like so, And then this piece slides on. Make sure that you have these unscrewed enough to give you some space. So once that is screwed in there, they have, now I'm going to hold it upside down because it's just easier. The little plastic piece right here is for easy insertion. So see, it just like slides right on there, and then you can like turn that and it'll pop off, and your ring will be secure and you're good to go to the next step. All right, got my putty, and remember, it's just like Play-Doh, or like remember that like tack that you used to put on the wall behind like posters? It's like clay-like, but putty at the same time. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean under my nails. Gross. Make a snake. Remember, too much is better than not enough. So you want to make sure it's like completely covered, because you can always like squeeze that down and like cut off any extra that you used, and that's okay because you can get rid of the extra. All right, I've got putty all around, which is probably like way too much putty, but whatever. There's the front. I'm standing here, so I'm gonna drop it down like that and then press a little bit. Okay, and we should be able to see front right there, and make sure the flange is pointed down. And we got the paper disc. Slide that up there. Now this, I don't see any indication of like what needs to be in what direction, so I'm assuming it doesn't matter. Yeah, I see nothing on here. So I'm gonna slide that on. Oh, let me unscrew these a bit more so I have enough space. Okay, so that's all up there. Oh my gosh. Now I can put this ring around like this. Oh no! Reset. Okay, take two. So like I unscrewed these like almost all the way. So then I have enough room now, I think. So I'll flip this over. My paper ring is still up there. I'll put that up here. Get my, jeez Louise. All right, come on. Third time's a charm. Let's do this. Okay. I think I have it in there. All right, I see it. And it is in the groove. Woo! Third time's a charm. Okay, so now this is where like a drill would probably come in handy, but I'm not gonna do that. And you're just gonna start screwing these in. And maybe not a drill, but like, you know, an electric screwdriver bit. We're not gonna drill into this, but you know, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. All right, come back later. I switched to a flathead because, I mean, to a Phillips, because flathead screws make me crazy, and this is tightened pretty much. as far as it goes. And it's not moving, so that's good news. And this is what it looks like on the top. So apparently I did use quite a bit too much, but you know what? This can probably get reused or just thrown away. It's basically silly putty. Okay, so now reassembly. I'm gonna open this up and use the new piece. Took off the old piece because this just like slides out. And I'm gonna slide that on. Ew, gross. And put that back in the hole. There we go. I can tighten this up. Okay, and hold on to the screws for when I'm ready. Okay, so this plug is optional if you have a dishwasher. I do have a dishwasher, so now I need to remove this plug, and it's a little bit harder than I was expecting to pop off, so I'm gonna have to use like a tool or something. Oh my gosh, I just broke the cap. So yeah, I need to get this piece off. Okay, so I was able to just use my needle nose pliers and like barely get a grip in right here and then pull it towards me and it popped right out. So this isn't going to be used anyways. So, oh well, I broke it. Okay, next step is lifting up this Mama Jamma and getting it lined up here. I might need some help with that, but we will do it momentarily. Okay, I set a couple things that I had nearby right here so I can have it like pretty close. I don't have to be like totally lifting the whole time. And let's see how this is gonna work. Okay, I see a lip right here. Did I get him? Okay, I got him. And now I can use, it didn't come with one of these apparently, but I see people using them. This is just an Allen key, and I'm pushing it away from me, just using one of these, and they have these little hooks. I don't know if you can see that. Make sure it's twisted all the way up. And there we go. Okay, learning from mistakes right here. We need this to be pointed out this way towards my drain, and it's a little bit too much towards the front of the sink. So that's probably why I need to move these over and line that up better. So I have to take this back off and then put it back on. Okay, I took it down and I just need to make sure. Oh my Lord. Bear with me. This is pointed at that in the gasket, and then since this can move, I don't have to move any of this, and then I can hook all that on. So let's try it again. Okay, so now I can line up the outlet with that guy. And I am going to find my screws. Oh good, they are Phillips head screws. And line this up. And not tighten these down all the way, but at least get them started. Okay, so I got this lined up. I have not yet tightened to this. Got this all lined up, and I screwed this plate down. Oh my goodness, sorry for all that bumbling. And I'm just tightening it up a bit. Whew. Okay, this better not fall. Okay, so now I can put my Allen key up here. And for reals now, tighten the ring. Oh my goodness. There we go. Got it all the way up to the top. It is on there. It's barely moving. Okay. Now I can take this piece, make sure all this is tightened still since I moved them around a bit. Okay. I can take this piece that goes to my dishwasher and line it up with that hose and finagle that guy on there. Okay, took some doing, but I got that on there pretty much all the way, and I can slide this collar up to there. Oh, it is a flathead, so let's take off that Phillips head piece, put my flathead piece back on my screwdriver, and I am just going to tighten this down. Alright, so everything is tight. Now for the big reveal, I guess. I'm gonna plug this in to my outlet back here. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna just flip the switch really quick and see what it does. Sounds good. So now that I have it tightened down a bit more, I can remove the rest of this putty just with my nail. Yeah. And throw that all away. And I can install the new gasket right here. It's got like a little lip, and you just put it in there and you can feel where it went. I got a little bit of putty on there. Alright, so you can feel it. And let's turn the water on and see if it's leaking. So gross under here. I see no wetness. And so quiet.